Welcome. Good morning to our viewers and listeners. This is Straight Talk with Wambui, and I'm here joined by our guest today, a wonderful woman. Like I said, this is Wednesday, and on Wednesday we deal with women. It's a woman crush Wednesday. And sasa today nataka niwalike guest wetu aweze kutuambia yeye ni nani, anafanya nini. You're so welcome.
Thank you.
Can you please introduce yourself to our viewers and listeners?
Okay, hello viewers and listeners. I'm Stella Masimbo, HOI or Head of Institution at Misaki Horizon Educational Center, which is located in Milimani next to Creflo Hotel. Yes.
Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you.
So today, the things I want us to talk about, because I have realized most parents are not really getting it when it comes to CBC. Kwa kweli tumeona wazazi wengi wakilia, kuna watoto ambao bado hawaja transition to grade 10. Kwani hii mambo ilikuwa inafanywaje? Watu wana maswali mengi. Na pia what is it, do you think as a teacher this CBC thing, siku hizo mnaita CBE in full for those who don't know? What is CBE?
CBE is a competency-based education, or previously they call it competency-based curriculum, where we major on nurturing the competences of the learners. Yes.
Competences of the learners.
Yes.
There's also something else I want to understand. Hii mambo ya STEM, nini, what is that?
When you talk of STEM, when we were looking at the 844 system, when a learner says they are pursuing STEM, they want to maybe do matters to do with medicine, engineering, and so forth. When we look at arts and sports, they want to major in things to do with sports. Then for social sciences, these are fields where they can work on, like psychologists and even teachers. They are under the social sciences. Yes.
So how many categories do we have? Because I need to understand. Mimi kwanza, yes, I'm a parent wa CBE. I'm a parent, but still I want to understand how many categories are here. You've said art and
sports.
There is STEM.
Then
which other
social
category?
Sciences.
Social sciences.
Yes.
What is in social sciences? My Jesus.
When it comes to learning, a learner taking social science will look at compulsory subject. We have math, although it's not the same mathematics as those ones learning STEM. General mathematics.
What is general mathematics?
Just simple mathematics that you can use in our daily lives.
Oh, ya pesa.
Yes.
Okay.
Ile tu ya kawaida.
Ile ya kawaida ya pesa.
Yes.
Okay.
Then there is languages, which is important to every one of us, because in our daily lives we must communicate. Then we also have business, history and religion. Then we also have geography. Yes.
Okay. So that is in social sciences.
Yes.
What about the math and the sciences we are having in STEM?
Then we have mathematics, which is pure math. It's in STEM. We also have chemistry and physics. We have in chemistry and physics is where they will major in matters, engineering, and the rest. Then still in this pure STEM, they must also learn language because they will communicate.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now, direct to our questions, because I want our viewers to understand more about CBE.
Yes.
What really is CBE and what makes it different from 844? You know, I'm a millennial. I did 844. Tulisoma Kwanza, the way I'm saying it, tell us the difference. Because I need people to understand. For those who feel like we are not supposed to be doing this CBE thing and feel like it's nothing, tell us the difference.
Okay, when we look at CBE, starting with the definition, we say that it's in short form, therefore it's competency-based education, and it is helping the learners to apply the competences that they have learned in their daily lives. Then when I compare CBE with the 844 system, in 844 it was rigid or structured, and we were determined to get grades, be the best, compete. But when we look at CBE, learners are not required to compete, because there's a learner who is good in sports, there's a learner who is good in communication. Those two things cannot rhyme.
Yes,
we cannot be looking at this learner to be the same as this other learner, because they have different competences. There's this learner who is good in digital literacy, but there's this learner who is good at dancing. We cannot compare these two, because this one has one field, this other one has another field.
Yes.
So they can never be the same.
Yeah.
Then when we look at 844 system, we were more detailed on mastering of the content. You get it, you download it on the papers, then you get your grades.
Yes.
But right now, this learner, no matter, even if it's one content they are getting, maybe learning how to speak, that learner is okay. If it's learning how to write, that learner is okay. It's not a must that they master everything. Then they have abilities. There's this learner who has a certain ability that they want to acquire. It's not a must they master the entire mathematics book.
Yeah. And as we continue, our viewers and listeners, I want to remind you that this show is sponsored by Leewide Enterprises. Yeah, it deals with kuuza mashamba. Now back to you, Mwalimu. What are the main goals of CBE for learners?
Okay.
The main goal.
When we look at CBE, they start their goals as early as in the preschool or the pre-primary section. When we look at the pre-primary section, they want this learner to acquire interactional skills. Remember, most of our children in the 21st century, we keep them indoors. We don't want them to go outside. So when this child has come to school, they are learning how to interact with others. They are learning how to share. I will share a locker. I will share a pencil. I will share even a meal. So they are learning those things. There are some even...
They learn how to say sharing is caring.
Yes.
Okay.
They are also learning to some who are still young, they may not know how to speak out or communicate. So in this pre-primary level, they are learning all those things. Then when we come to primary section, CBE is helping us to acquire socialization skills. This is where this learner will identify themselves as being girl or boy, differentiate between our relationship between this girl and a boy. They will also develop meaning relationship even with their parents. At this stage, they are very inquisitive. So they will be able to ask, Mommy, is this how it should be done, or Daddy? So they relate well. If a parent is not so close, this is where this child is lost. Because they want to bond. They want to be shown love. They want to be identified. This is in the primary level. Then when we go to junior, it helps them to explore different pathways and still increase on their relationships with their parents, their friends. But majorly we are looking at interacting with the pathways. Because in junior, they are learning all the subjects. Be it in creative arts, for them to major in the sports and arts, they are learning it. Be it in the languages and the history, they are learning it. Be it in the STEM, science, they are learning it. so that they will know where are my strengths, where are my weaknesses,
Yes,
so that they
yes.
can identify, I'm good in science, so I will pursue STEM.
Yes.
I'm good in languages, I'll go to social science. I'm good in this technical agriculture and so on, I'll major in this place. So they interact with everything. Then when we go to senior school, in this point, they have now acquired the skills in relationship. They can communicate. They can express themselves. Therefore, at this point, they are now majoring on what they want to be. It's like pre-career skills you are acquiring. Because if I'm in STEM and I'm majoring in engineering, the things I'm being taught in senior school, it's more about engineering.
Yes.
So it's like I'm acquiring those skills. And remember, in CBC, it's more of skills than the content. We want you, after you have left senior school, you can even go to the workplace.
So I want to understand one thing.
Yes.
If this child has taken STEM and they want to do medicine, basically what they'll be learning about is related to medicine.
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes.
That's wonderful. So what changes have you seen in learners since CBE started? Have you seen any changes?
There are so many. There are so many changes, but I will only highlight a few. When we look at the learners that we have today, because we are saying in CBC we give competences, these learners can express themselves well. It's not like in our time where even standing before people and expressing yourself was a challenge. These learners in their classes, they are given a chance or opportunities to explain, to teach others, to express their opinions. So if you are infringing their right, they will tell you on your face, this is not right, or I'm not supposed to be doing this, so they can express themselves. They have that freedom that in the previous time, you were not having.
Yes.
So at least they can express themselves in the CBC.
And on that,
Yes.
when it comes to expressing, because for us parents, millennials, and some of us, we feel like they are being too much, and you feel like I want to punish this kid for this. What would you tell parents that are disciplining their kids because of expressing themselves?
It depends which form of disciplining you are giving, but it's good that you listen to this child first. Sometimes they have serious ideas that we can copy from them. So listen to him or her, see whatever they are saying, then you can give advice depending on what they are telling you. If it's good, you support. If it's bad, you tell them this is not right and we cannot follow it in this manner. So that one will help at least to nurture them. Yes.
Okay, you can continue.
Then when we look at CBE, the learners that we have today, they are really changed because for them, they integrate well with the ICT more than most of us. Because this learner can operate a smartphone, a laptop and everything that most of us could not do. They can use it in a very good way because there is interaction in the learning that we integrate ICT. So it's easy for them, unlike for some of us. Then most of them have acquired hands-on skills, skills that they can do in their daily lives. I remember in the previous curriculum, before 844, people were doing weaving, people were doing basketry and so on. But it came a time that it was not there. But right now, at least these learners are being given those skills. This learner can sew their clothes if it's torn. This learner can do some things that most of us maybe cannot do. So that's a change. At least they can do things on their own. Simple chores at home that maybe their parents are not showing them, it's part of learning. Cookery, it's part of learning in the agriculture nutrition area. Farming is part of learning. So even if this learner is not being trained at home to farm, at school they are being taught on how to farm. If they don't know how to cook, this learner is being taught at school. And it's both theory and also the practical. So at least they have those skills as different from the 844. Yes.
I hope you've exhausted the changes that you have seen.
Those are the few that I looked
The
at.
few that you looked at.
Yes.
That is wonderful. I guess that is why sometimes you're telling us parents to take them a video when they're making an egg and all that. Yes. Okay. Now, what are the biggest challenges teachers face under CBE?
There are so many challenges that a teacher will face in CBE. When I start maybe in the public schools, most of the classes are crowded. They are having 90 to 100 learners in one class. So reaching out to each learner, it's a challenge. Remember, I'm supposed to be looking at the competences of each learner. So getting from number 1 to number 100 will be a challenge. Some of them, we will not be able to reach them. So it's a challenge. But also when looking at resources, it's a bit of a challenge. Look at a case of grade 10. There are some schools up to now. They don't have the required resources to teach these learners, and it's almost half term. So it becomes a challenge giving out this, the information that these learners are supposed to give. Then when we look at parental support, in some extent, some of the parents are not supporting. So it becomes difficult. A challenge. Yes, you need something from a parent, they are not giving. It becomes a challenge for a teacher to give out this instruction.
Maybe it's because of the harsh economy, you know. Sarah, I see.
It can be, but there are some things which are improvised, but still that parent maybe has no time or has not given. Then poor parental guidance. There are some learners or maybe family challenges. You find that giving instruction can be a challenge because when you are teaching or when you are assisting this learner to learn a certain concept, they may be thinking of something else because of something that happened. The
challenges they're getting at home.
So it becomes a challenge for them. They are congested in the head because of the challenges at home. So it becomes a challenge for them to get whatever you are instructing. Then we can also, because CBC we integrate ICT, there's limited or in some places completely no infrastructure for that. So it becomes a disadvantage to those learners in those areas because completely they will not be integrating ICT. So even if it comes to CBAs, the school-based assessments, it will be a hard time for them to upload the marks because they don't have the systems. So generally, those are the challenges that
you're getting.
Face. Then we can also look at inadequate training. Look at learning areas like agriculture, like creative arts and sports. There are not so many teachers who are trained in those areas. So you find that now that I learned agriculture in high school and I have an idea, I just have to teach these children because I'm not getting a teacher who is trained in that area. So it becomes a challenge because some of the contents that are in high school is a bit different from the one which is in primary section. So when you issue those information, it might be different. And also the methodologies or the pedagogies that you use is totally different. So you might end up giving information that is not correct to these learners. So the training must be there at all times.
Yes. Thank you for making us know that, because that was bringing me to the next question that I had. If teachers really get enough training and resources for CBE, but you've at least gotten to answer that. Now, let me ask this. When it comes to learners, are they assessed for CBE? Do you assess the learners for CBE ama nini tu?
CBE is assessed in day-to-day learning. In every learning area, a learner is assessed. In every lesson, a learner is assessed. Because we have different assessment areas. We assess a learner in listening. We assess a learner in speaking. We assess a learner in written tests. We assess a learner when we use projects. So in all areas, we are assessing. An assessment is not just at the end of the term or at the end of a lesson. Every day, as you enter the class, you are assessing this learner. Are they acquiring values? Are they acquiring competencies? When we look at values, if we are teaching in the class, when we finished our lesson yesterday, you gave homework. Did this learner do the homework? Are their books well kept? This shows this learner is responsible. That means you are acquiring that value of responsibility. So already that one you are getting assessed. When you look at this learner in communication, because we are in CBC, everything is on the learner. A teacher, you are only supposed to give instructions. For them, they are supposed to be doing everything.
Yes.
Is this learner answering whatever you want? Is this learner participating in class? If it's discussion, is this learner participating? Is he or she giving time for others to also explain? That's already assessment. Because if they are speaking out, you know that this learner can speak well. If you are explaining and they are listening to you, you are already seeing, because when you're teaching, you are looking at them. You can see who is listening to you and who is not listening. So already that's an assessment.
Yes.
Then we do have projects. In these projects, we give learners different things to do. So in this part, we can look at collaboration. Is this learner able to collaborate with the others when they are doing as a group? So already that's a assessment.
Yes.
Then we have the major ones, which is the written assessment, where we have the CBS. That's school-based assessments, where the exams come from NEC. We give them, teachers mark, then the marks are uploaded on the NEC system. Then we have in grade 6 the KIPSEA one, the Kenya Primary Assessment. Then we have KIJSEA, that's in grade 9. We have KILEA for special kids. Then we have the other one that they will do in grade 12. Yes.
But to ask a question, now for those who went now upgraded to grade 4, they did an exam.
Yes.
How will this exam, for parents like us now, now, do I have to get the results to that exam, or what happens?
For the results, it's good that the school shares on what the learners or how learners performed. But those results are majorly uploaded on the CBA in the NEC portal. And they will reflect in the marks that this child will get in grade 9.
What?
Because the CBAs in grade 4, CBAs in grade 5, CBA in grade 7 and 8, KIPSEA, and then this one of grade 3. All of them sum up to 40%. 40%. Then the one in KIJSEA, that's grade 9, it sums up to 60%. So if a learner will not perform well in this 40%, it will affect the 60% in grade 9.
Oh my God.
So their exam starts immediately in grade 3. They run up to grade 9.
That is a hard one. For the parents that didn't know that, I hope they do now. Because you might be feeling like your kid unafikiria atakuwa sawa hapa mbele na pengine na sasa wamesikia kwamba itatumika hadi mwisho.
Lazima ianze grade 3. It must start from grade 3. So when we are looking at where the child wants to major, you need to start nurturing that child as early as grade 3. If they want to go to STEM, we must look at their STEM performance. How are they doing in these areas to do with STEM? It's not, these marks will not be looked at as the grade 9 marks. It will start from grade 3, the CBAs in grade 4, grade 5, grade 7 and 8, and also KIPSEA. Yes.
No, a question to you, the teacher, now to the parents. What is our role in this CBE?
Parents have so many roles. The first one is just nurturing this learner in their behavior, because everything starts at home. Because if you bring us a child who is not well mannered, it will affect everything. So in the nurturing of the learner, the parent has a role. Because most of us parents, the young parents, we are leaving the role of nurturing learners to our teachers, which is not good. It should start from home. Then the role of a teacher is to just add a few values and also competences here and there. Then remember, in CBE, it's a three-way fold. There must be a teacher, there must be a parent, and also the learner. In everything we do, we must consult the three of us. How is this learner? Is he doing well? Is he performing well? How is the behavior? So the teacher will ask the parent will also ask the teacher, because we must work in unison.
Yeah.
We cannot leave one person outside. So none of us should be busy. All of us should be considering this learner.
We should, all of us should be involved.
Then we should be part of the life of this learner. Ask them, what did you learn in school today? If you are not bothered, they will feel like, after all, my mommy, my daddy is never bothered. This learner will not do homework. After all, mommy never bothers. If the teacher is also not bothered to ask, this learner I've seen day 1, day 2, day 3, they are not doing the homework. This learner will become lazy. I don't do it, mommy never asks, daddy never asks, the teacher also never asks. So at the end of the day, they will not be doing anything. So all of us must be active. The safety of the learner. All of us, or specifically parents, because we are looking at the role of a parent, must ensure the safety of this learner, majorly when they are at home. Then they should guide in matters, maybe when they are given assignments. We are not asking a parent to do it for them. You are supposed to guide
them.
Because if you do it for them, they will not be getting anything. Just guide them on how to do it. Majorly for projects. Because for maybe an assignment, they already learned at school, then they will be rewinding what they did at school. So that one can be easy for that child who understood. But for projects, there are some things which might be a bit of a challenge to them. So a parent should guide. Also, a parent should identify, in collaboration with the teacher, the skills of this learner, and we also nurture. This child might be good in singing, but when they try singing, you tell them, shut up. I don't want to hear noise. That one you are not nurturing.
I hope my producer is listening, because
that one will make...
He's a hard one, and he might be telling the kid, wewe nyamaza, unanipigia kelele. Nimetoka kusikia kelele nyingi kwa studio kisha sasa. And my manager, the Nani Elvis, I hope now he listens and he gets to understand that he's not supposed to be shouting.
So we give them a chance to express themselves, even at home. If they want to assist you to cook, maybe they are interested in cooking. They want to be chefs in future. Don't tell them you are still young, you'll burn yourself. Let them learn. Because maybe that's where their interest is. Because if a parent is already telling them you cannot do this, even if a teacher encourages them that you can do it, their morale will be already down. Therefore, we need to encourage those skills that they have and support them. If it's buying things that will help them to nurture that talent, it's on the parent. And also, maybe the last part, when they are in school, give them the necessities at school. Buy uniform. The parent should pay school fees. If it's learning materials, books, pencils, a parent should support, because it becomes a challenge. A child is in school, they have no pen, they have no pencil, how will they write?
But now, thank you so much for getting there where I wanted you to get, na at least ni wewe umejipeleka hapo. Tell me, why do parents feel this is very expensive? Man, you giving us a list? And then you just feel, hey, unasikia ni kama umeishiwa. You know, you're giving us a list that is really shaking us. Why do parents feel this is expensive?
I believe anything good or anything of value should be expensive. And if something is cheap, then it will be expensive someday. Because maybe you'll have to repair or redo it again. But when I look at CBC, I can't say it's that expensive, but it's expensive. Because when we look at resources like books, they are changing every now and then. So if a parent has to buy books in this year, they might not be the same books that will be bought next year.
Now, that is where I'm coming, because now, mnabadilisha, unapata mtoto mwenye anafuata, haizi tumia hizo vitabu.
It's not us, it's the curriculum.
But what is the essence? Okay,
it changes all the time.
Let me ask you, Tisha. If I get this right, I know maybe the same books you used are the same I did.
Yes. And they are the same ones being used even today for those ones who are still in H44.
Exactly.
Yes.
What has changed?
Remember, CBC is still dynamic and it's still changing. When it started, there were so many learning areas and there were so many units. And they felt it was heavy for learners. So every time they are trying to reduce, merge some areas, merge some contents. So as they change, that book also changes. So every time there are changes that are happening. So if we buy a book today, tomorrow it won't be the same book. So they must change all the time so that the content that has been merged, that has been done away, can be captured in the new book. So we must have the new book, which will be used. Therefore, that one will be expensive. Even if you have two children, the one who is in the upper class will not use the same book as the one who is in the lower class. You must have to buy a new book for this other one. When we look at preschool,
you know the way it's expensive.
When we look at preschool, they write inside their books. Therefore, you can't say that child will use that book with the brother or the sister. Because that book is already written in and marked inside. Therefore, if there are two, when you have bought for the first one, they will have their own books. Even if they are the same, this other one will have their own books.
Sasa mwalimu anasema hii ndio Singapore.
Hii ndio Singapore.
Thank you so much for our viewers. I can see you, Mwangi Gadhoma. Good morning. There is Eve Wanjiro. Good morning. I hope you people are listening on how expensive CBE is. But teacher has told us it's not expensive. It's just helping our kids get better and better and better. Now, how can parents support their children without doing homework for them? Kwa sababu aki kusema ukweli teacher, umesema to assist. You have said we assist them. But sasa, we want to just we want to support without doing it. Hizi vitu ni ngumu. Some of us who did it before, we feel like, mbona mnafanyisha mtoto wangu vitu nilifanya class 7 na ako grade 3, grade 4.
So when you look at the curriculum right now, the content has changed. When you look at these learners, they are fast-paced as compared to us. This learner can grasp the content of even Form 4 when they are in grade 4 compared to us, and they can get it very well and understand it very well.
Wait, teacher, in 844, tulianza composition tukiwa how old?
Grade 6, 7,
Class
8.
6 and 7,
yes,
right?
Yes.
I'm shocked that my daughter, who is in grade 4, anaandika insha na composition.
But writing starts as early as PP2. Although it's not detailed like when we call it composition, but if I give them to write about my mother, my school, 10 sentences, that's already a composition. And it starts as early as PP2. This learner is being trained on how to write. on how to get the correct spellings of this word. So it starts as early as PP2. They write
Anajua
about
hadi gasi
myself.
inatumika aje na jiko.
Yes, they know. Their minds are not like ours. They are fast-paced. They are very sharp.
They are very sharp.
Yes. That's why when we look at the curriculum, even when you look at the curriculum of grade 10 right now, the content that is in those books is the content that is being taught partly in university and colleges. And those learners can understand. When you look at the junior school, the content that is there is in Form 4, Form 3 in high school. And these learners can understand it very well as compared to 844 when those learners were being taught. Look at a subject like CRE. We were looking at parables and parables. Learners in grade 2 understand parables. And they are being taught in Form 2 in high school. So these learners are very sharp.
Yes,
they are 21st century learners.
Because there are questions I get and I'm like, wait a minute. Are you still 8 years old? Who am I talking to? Why do I feel like I'm talking to someone else? Thank you so much, our viewers and listeners. As we continue, Mwalimu, because now I have about 13 minutes as we continue. Now, is this CBE fair? Because I understand pale ushago ama watu wako na low income. Do you feel like it is fair?
I can't say it's fair because when we look at someone who has low income, remember CBC or CBE requires resources to each learner. If this parent cannot afford that uniform, if this parent cannot afford those books, it will be a challenge for this learner to go to school or even study well. Therefore, it's like we have already discriminated this learner.
Because their parents are Turkana, wapi, you know. Do you think it's fair to such parents and to such kids? It's
not fair. Then when we look at infrastructure, there are some places in this country where there are no classes, there is no electricity, there are no books, there is totally nothing. Learners are either under a tree or not even going to school. So when we talk of ICT integration, automatically, if there is no electricity, this learner will not learn ICT. If we look at resources, in everything or most of the things are being learned in a class. If there is no classroom, therefore this learner, where are they going to learn? If we look at resources that teachers make, where will they stick them? There are no walls. They are learning under a tree. Remember, these are harsh conditions. This learner cannot sustain the sun from morning to evening. There is no food. This learner will not be able to concentrate if their stomachs are empty.
True.
So to some extent, it's unfair to these learners and to these parents. Therefore, maybe if the government can look at the infrastructure of these places, they talk of last mile electrification. If these places can also get electricity so that these learners can be at par with the learners in maybe urban areas or in places which are well equipped. This one will really help. Yes.
Thank you so much for that. And I hope the government will actually do something about it. Now, what are the benefits that people may not be seeing? Unajua sasa saa zingine wazazi hawaoni, watu hawaoni, wanasema tu turudi kwa 844 kama kawaida. What are the benefits that people cannot see?
Remember when we look at 844, we were looking at competition. But right now these children have no pressure. Therefore, it's reducing the pressure. There's nothing like you must get an A, you must get a B, you must get a direct entry to university. Although to some extent, CBE, like for the previous assessment, there's a little bit of pressure although it should be done away with. Because when we were looking at transition of grade 9 to 10, people were majoring on C1 schools, which are like national schools. Look, and they had points. So these points are giving us that pressure. Because I got 60, I got 50 something, I'm going to C1. So that one will give pressure to learners. Let a learner be given a pathway or a school depending on their competences. So we should do away completely with points and also do away completely with these things that will give a learner pressure. Remember, there are some learners who are killing themselves because I didn't get a direct entry. I failed. If you submit your certificate, you got an E, you got a D. You are looked at like a failure.
Yes.
But remember, there is a learner who is good in mechanic and they are making good money.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if they got a D or got an A. So we look at how can they perform in real life workplaces.
Yes.
And like looking at their performance. Remember, it came to a
I also
time.
want to understand because thank you so much for that, because when it comes to what you've said right now about the pressure and all that, kitambo, okay, sasa according to us now, it was just about copy and pasting. Nikisoma history, najua kuna place inafanananga na jibu ya place ingine. So the thing I would get in mind ni kukram for the exams. And I believe there are some people who went to school to do medicine, but they are not into medicine. Alifanya tu junior career na alikuwa amekram vizuri
na ikamfavor.
Unapata?
Yes.
Because now let me give you an example with myself. My dad was so into me being in law, and that is something that used to happen to us people in 844. Like, he only wanted me to do law. But now I was into this. To him, this wasn't good enough. But to him, if I did something like political science or law, I feel like he would feel like I'm something in life. But now I thank CB, like you say, because now as parents, we are going to embrace that which our kid is more into and their strength. And sorry, Dad, because I know you always watch me. I'm not saying he doesn't love what I do, but I know what he wanted me to be. Thank you so much, teacher. In 6 minutes now, if you could change one thing about CBC, what would that be?
I'll major specifically on that part of allowing learners to make their own choices. Because even if, yes.
Unataka watu wakue na nini hivyo?
Yes. Because when we look at the grade 9 learners, even if we involved parents, most of them in the pathways they are going, it's the ideas of the parents, not the children. There are so many children who have gone to STEM, which is not their ability, or which is not their competences, or what they preferred. It's because a parent said, I want you to be there. So if we can allow these learners to choose.
We have so many people who are millennials that did what their parents wanted them to do.
Yes. So we should allow them to choose on their own. We just guide, but allow them to choose. If they fail in life in future, they will say, this is my choice. But if we force them, they will do it, then bring us the papers and do something else. So let us allow them to choose whatever they want. Then maybe I can add on releasing of resources early, both in public and private sector. Resources should come early so that teachers can prepare learners as early as possible.
In advance, huh?
Yes. Then teacher training should also be increased. Because teachers are trained maybe once, twice, thrice, and this is a continuous process. So they should be trained thoroughly on matters CBE, so that they can get that knowledge on how to handle these learners, For example, the teachers in senior school, I believe the training so far is only once or twice. And this is something new. Most of them have never taught these learners. Most of them, they are used to lecture method. They don't know how to handle these learners. So they should be trained thoroughly on how to handle these new learners.
Is that why we are getting some teachers who are in high school, sahi wanafunza hadi grade 7?
Yes.
High school, wewe unajua masomo ya high school?
Yes, I get it, because remember that's why I told you this curriculum that we have, the content that learners are learning in junior school is the same content that is in high school, Form 3 and Form 4. So I believe they thought it wise, because these people trained in that area. That's why they have been brought, so that they can teach these learners in these areas. But even if they are brought here, they must be trained, because the methodologies, the pedagogies in junior school is totally different from how they teach in senior school.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, thank you so much for coming, and we are so glad to having you here. But now, in 3 minutes, because you have 3 minutes.
Yes.
I always have a segment where I call it quick fire questions. And I have like 3 questions for you. And it's a yes or no or a 1-sentence answer. Now, 1, is CBE a blessing or a burden?
Let me say it's a blessing.
It's a blessing.
Yes.
Biggest myth about CBE?
Biggest myth. Let me say expensive.
Expensive. 1 message to parents, like Elvis.
Parents should support their children.
They should support their children.
In all ways.
In all ways.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mwalim.
Thank you for having me.
You can tell us where do you teach?
Okay, I teach at Besaki Horizon Educational Center. It's in Milimani, Kitengela. Next to Creflo Hotel.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yes.
We are happy you came in here. Thank you so much, our viewers and our listeners. We are going to take a short commercial break, and thank you for everybody who has been watching. Henry Muli, presenter Leroy, thank you so much. Mwangi Eve Wanjiro, thank you so much for watching us. And we are going to have another segment. Today is a Women's Day, and we have another guest who is going to talk to us about skincare, and I know it's going to be wonderful. Let us take a break, but we will be back.